For our in-range strengthening for our standing leg lifts, you're going to want some kind of a support surface that's high enough to make this drill challenging. For folks with a bit tighter or perhaps weaker hips, you're probably going to be using yoga blocks. For folks with a little bit more hip flexibility or stronger hips, you're likely going to be using some kind of a raised surface like a chair or a low table. We'll show it a couple different ways. You're going to start facing whatever your support surface is, with one leg extended, leg straight, toes pointed on that surface. Our base leg, I also want to keep straight. I'm not going to let that knee bend. I'm going to keep it nice and straight with that quad engaged. For my working leg, I'm going to point my toes, keep my hip bones facing my front foot as I lift that leg as high as I can, lower it on down. I want to have that leg at some kind of a height where it feels really, really challenging to lift that heel just about an inch or two. So if your foot is on a chair or something and you can't possibly lift your leg without perhaps bending the knee, we're going to use a lower support surface, like a couple of yoga blocks or a lower table. It feels easy to lift your foot off of those blocks. Remember, we can stack them at whatever height you need to make this a little bit harder, where you can just barely get that foot up. If you're someone who has a lot of flexibility in lifting your leg off of the seat of a chair, is feeling really easy, you can go off of the top of a chair or perhaps the countertop, but make sure you're not bending that supporting knee. That's going to help us tilt our hips backwards and make this harder when I keep that bottom leg as engaged as I can, keeping it straight like a tree trunk as I lift that top leg, aiming for 8 to 12 leg lifts. If you would like, you can follow it with a forward fold.
If you liked this video and you're looking for more free flexibility training advice, there's a lot more where that came from on my website, where I regularly post blog posts with stretching tips, as well as detailed stretch breakdowns like this video. You can check it out at DannyWinksFlexibility.com.